Good Wednesday night, everybody. Another winter storm on tap. I updated the forecast. Here's what I expect. I had to make some tweaks. Very tough storm, the forecast, because there's really two pieces. The first piece tomorrow morning comes through into the afternoon, and I think it drops probably 60% of the totals that you're seeing here. Then there might be another piece later tomorrow into early Friday morning that drops a few more inches. So this is my best estimate of what I think happens right now. There is potential for surprises and busts right now in this forecast. So stay tuned. Winter storm watches are up. You can see our system right now is down near the Gulf of Mexico. Initially, all this is warm air moving into very cold air. So it's not a very dynamic system. It's actually trended a little bit flatter, but there should be enough lift where all this precipitation that's developing now down near Tennessee will move through the area tomorrow. And I would say by the time we get, this is simulated radar, by the time we get to early tomorrow morning, it starts to break out snow, even in Baltimore, Washington. This is where you get a few inches down there. By the time we get to mid-morning, 7 a.m. call it, snow starts to really start to fall in central Jersey, starting in North Jersey. By the time we get to, say, let's call it, 10 a.m., it starts to really accumulate, I would say, a few inches on the ground by then. And then by the early afternoon, this first wave is starting to exit. There's the back edge over Pennsylvania. So by mid-afternoon, the initial burst is over. And like I said, I think a lot of these accumulations will occur in that initial burst. Now, the tricky part of this forecast is, not to get too technical, models are trying to now indicate there could be this little back end of precipitation as the trough really digs in behind the storm, causes a little bit of additional lift that can come through tomorrow night into early Friday morning. You could see this little band of snow developing. Some models have it more inland, some models have it flatter, but this is something we have to watch. So that's why I say this is a tough forecast, because with these amounts I have, it's pretty much a middle ground. It could be lower, it could be a little higher in some areas. So it's going to be a very interesting storm to track. Overall, it's going to be a little longer in duration. And again, this is upper level energy. If you look at how this has trended from just, say a day ago, look how much sharper this has trended on the back end. See that? See all this bundled energy is moving more closer to the coast. That's the reason why on these latest models you're seeing this precipitation back in by the time we get to tomorrow night. So two waves. First wave, several inches, morning through afternoon, maybe a little break, maybe some freezing rain is going to also mix in, by the way, areas like up to Philadelphia, South Jersey. And then we see what happens after that. So stay tuned. Another update first thing in the morning. But this is a tricky one. So I'll keep you updated.